So do you need to protect your plants from the frost but are not sure the best way or the best product to use? Today I'd like to share with you what we use here on the Living Farm to protect our garden plants from frost. And we use these in the spring, the fall, and in the winter. All right, so first off, you're going to need a frame and two types of covers. One will be a waterproof cover and the other will be insulative. And you'll want to keep the insulative cover dry so that it insulates. All right, so for our frame, we use a cement mesh. This is about 6 by 6 and it just comes in a roll. You get it at the hardware store. We cut it to length, whatever we need, and then we arch that up over the garden. So this is our frame to keep the covers off the plants. You want the covers off the plants. All right, after we have our frame down, we want to then put our insulative cover on. So you can use old blankets, sheets, bedspreads, or towels, but I really prefer to get frost blankets that are made for gardening. So frost blankets, they're rated by the ounce of weight that the material has in 1 square foot. So I like to have about 3 ounces of frost protection for the plants, and it's really hard to find a row cover that is 3 ounces. So I just use 2 1.5 ounce covers. So I use the AgriFab freeze protection row covers that are 1.5 ounce, and the size that I bought was 10 by 50. So this gives you enough length to cover a 20-foot bed twice with some material left over. So this will protect your plants down to about 24 degrees depending on the duration that the temperature is below freezing. So it's not an exact science here. So you want extra length to hold the covers down with some rocks or bricks. You know, I don't know about you, but we always get wind before rain or snow, and then this blows the covers off. So on a sunny day, I will fold back the cover and let some light in. I'll put the covers back on at night, and I will leave them on if it's rainy or snowy. And I like to put the covers on about 1 hour before sundown so I collect some heat, but I try not to leave them on more than 48 hours at a time. All right, so once we have our insulative cover, you're going to need to put on the waterproof cover to keep the insulative cover dry. All right, so our insulative cover, this is the 1.5 ounce Agra fabric. So I put on 1 layer and then I put on a second layer because I want 3 ounces of protection on my plants so that I can take them a little bit colder. All right, next is the waterproof cover. And for that, I use old greenhouse roof material. It's 6 mil clear plastic with UV inhibitors in it. And if you don't have that, if you have some greenhouse complexes in your area, they may have leftover roof material that you can get from them. They're going to change their roofs about every 4 years. You know, if you can't find some of the right kind of plastic, you can buy some online. And I would get the 15 by 24 foot farm plastic supply and make sure that you're getting 6 mil thick and it has a UV resistance in it so it'll last you a really long time. I'll put the link in the description below for you to find this plastic. So for the plastic, this is an old greenhouse roof and you're just going to put that on like that. And then you want to put some bricks or rocks down on here to hold that down in case you have some wind. For the frost blanket, AgriFab, it's a really good quality brand. We've been using it here on the farm for over 30 years. And because I take care of my covers, they have lasted me for decades. So they're a really good investment and they'll help you protect your plants from the frost. And I will put a link in the description below if you would like to get the AgriFab frost protection cover. All right, let's recap. So you need a frame to hold up the covers. Then the insulative cover is protected by the waterproof cover, and all this is held down by rocks and bricks. You know, this will do a great job of protecting your plants from frost.